Tell us about how much money you spent on your trial.
Well, I don't have a exact number on it, but it's somewhere around $400,000 to $500,000.
Can you say that in a complete sentence?
I'm not sure how much money I've spent on my legal fees and court costs and so forth, but it's somewhere between $400,000 and $500,000.
Why so much?
Well, when you start from the position of 100% guilty, it costs a lot of money to get to, it's expensive to prove the truth.
Was there tell us about the level of the legal effort that was going against you, the amount of attorneys, who they were.
Yeah.
Yours is probably an uncommon case, is it not? Oh, go ahead.
Well, from day one, Natalia's had pro bono attorneys working for her by, Laws Legal Service, which is the Loudoun County's abused women's shelter. She had them. She had later on she had Arnold and Porter, which is a large international law firm, with offices throughout the world, and she had a multitude of lawyers working there, and here I am, just I do the best I can do with what I've got, and I'm lucky to hire one attorney to work for me, and I don't have near the resources that she was given. She got all of hers for free. I had to pay for all of mine.
Why do you think everybody came for her rescue, for rather supporting her in this legal course?
Political gain. Clearly political gain is why Natalia had gotten pro bono legal services.
What kind of gain?
Well, they want the more people that they can put through the battered spouse petition, the more feminist type laws that they can get, or maybe not feminist, but ultra feminist type laws that they can be created for women, such as this IMBRA law, and the more cases they have, the more support they have for the laws they've created, and the more laws they can create, against men. That's what it boils down to. And and the more money they can get, more funding that they can get to create these laws and lobby the politicians and so forth. And so the Arnold Porter had a great political gain, and so did Tahiri Justice Center, which is worked closely with Arnold and Porter, and it's how they operate. They don't have the best interest of the people in their hearts. They have their own best interests, and when they hate men, they have the best interest to create laws against men.
Were you trying to fight politically?
I wasn't trying to fight at all. Natalia was the one trying to fight with me, and
what I mean, were you trying to address that politically through congressmen?
yeah. Well, I did meet with my congressman, and Congressman Wolf, and I said, hey, I have this big problem, and I can't believe it. What is this? What's going on here? And I explained to him everything. He said he would look into it. A few days later, I got a letter from him, says, sorry, but I can't do anything to help you in this situation. And I found out that the IMBRA law was passed, and that my case was used to support that law. I called my congressman's office and talked to Evan Baer, his assistant, and his assistant said, well, let me call Tahiri Justice Center. They're the experts in this field. They're the ones that we need to consult. And I said, no, they're the ones you don't need to consult. They're the ones that create these type of situations. And apparently he spoke with Tahiri Justice Center, and he never would reply to any of my calls or voicemails or anything. So I'm really upset at my congressman because he knew the situation, but then he was one of the instrumental people into passing the EMBRA law, and you know, and he had written me a letter and said there's nothing he could do to help me. I guess he couldn't help me because he was going to hurt me.